Hi, it's Arlene from Born Sugar Dairy. How are ya? It's good to be back on here. Today I want to jump in here and finish answering the question that I started with my last video. The question was, why are grass-fed products more expensive and how do I incorporate it into my budget? So part one, I was talking about why grass-fed products are more expensive, and I went into detail with that, and I'll link that to link that to the email so you can watch that if you didn't watch that already. And now part two, I'm going to go into detail of how I and some of our customers incorporate grass-fed products into their diets and why they'd want to. So I'm excited to be here and excited to go through that with you. But first, how are you? Are you enjoying these cooler days? I'm loving October. And it's, we had a bit of plenty cold last week, but now it's warming up and I'm just really soaking up these nice days, sending the children out as much as they can to get the most of the vitamin D before it gets too cold and they have to bundle up. So anyway, I'd love to hear how you're doing. But now I think we'll jump into answering that second question of why grass-fed products are more expensive. Okay, now the next question is, how does it make sense to add this expensive grass-fed foods into our budget? Good question. First, I'm going to talk about the benefits. I think if we look at the benefits, it outweighs the cost. So I've got a list here as I look at my notes. Immediate results that I've heard. People feel more energetic. They can get more done in a day. And hey, if you can get more done in a day, then you're probably going to be more profitable. At least that's how it feels to me. But most of all, and the next one I have on my list is better overall health. And that to me is everything. If I feel good, I can do I can do almost anything. But if I don't know, am I a weakling or what? But when I don't feel good, if I start getting a headache or whatever, my family knows that I cannot function the rest of the day, or it feels like it. I will function and I will do what I have to, but I only function at half speed or even less than that. So I feel like and I have noticed a significant difference. If I don't eat our regular diet, I have more migraines, I have more gut issues, so it really is not worth it to me anymore to buy fast food or to buy empty calories, so-called junk food. It's just not worth it anymore. I just feel so much better overall if I don't eat that. Another thing that I often hear is allergies disappear, especially with going on our dairy. A lot of people see the lactose intolerance disappear, and they have gut health issues that just vanish. They go away. They're like, wow, I feel so much better. And recently I was talking to a gentleman, that said he doesn't have joint pain. If he's had joint pain for years, and if he's on our dairy products and our meat products, he doesn't realize he doesn't feel the joint pain that he used to. And I was like, yay, I'm so excited. I just love, that's what we love about our business. We love giving people their health back. We love hearing stories like that. So please, if you have any stories like that, share it to us. That just makes our day. It keeps us going on the hard days. So yeah, we'd love to hear your stories on that. We've had eczema. There was a lady here, and she just started on our dairy, and 2 weeks later, within 2 weeks, her 10-year-old son's eczema started disappearing, or was mostly disappeared. She said it's almost healed up, not quite, but it was almost healed up in 2 weeks' time. And she said for 10 years she has been searching and searching for something to heal his eczema. and they've tried lots of different things, lots of whatever doctors have asked and things like that. So that was exciting. I was like, yay! I've heard it work for diabetes. I have heard people are taking dairy products for as cancer patients. One lady said her tumors aren't growing or aren't any larger. They've shrunk a little bit since her last appointment, since she's been doing real food. And let me see. Oh, another thing that I wanted to mention is less missed time at work or school from sickness. I think sometimes we don't realize if we just continually feed our body empty calories, we gradually wear it down bit by bit by bit, and eventually you will be sick. You will lose time at work, therefore you don't have that profit coming in, unless of course you have sick days, but on a farm that doesn't work. We don't get paid for sick days. So anyway, but I was just bringing out, you will by eating a healthy diet, you will have less downtime. You will be able to jump up and keep going. And this is another one, feeling satisfied with less food. You guys, it takes less food if you have nutrient-dense meats and dairy products, and even going into vegetables and fruits. If they're nutrient-dense, it does not take as much. This is an interesting story that we just recently heard. A guy, one of our customers, has been coming here for several years now. He said they decided that one year, okay, they're going to do it. They're just going to switch to nutrient-dense food. It's going to be more expensive, but they're going to do it. This is interesting. At the end of the year, he figured up how much they spent on food. And guys, it was significant less than the year before when they weren't doing nutrient-dense food. Let that sink in. They actually spent less on the nutrient-dense food than they did on the regular American diet that they had the year before. That's exciting. That is so, and I've heard this before. I've heard it a couple times, but just recently this guy told me that. That is so cool. Because if your food is nutrient dense, you stay full longer, your body can utilize it, and you don't need to continually snack. You don't need to continually have all those finger foods at your fingertips all day long so that you're not hungry all the time. Oh, that's just exciting for me. So you can go longer without snacking. You don't have to continually have food in your vehicle and things like that. Now, if you have a toddler, a 2-year-old, I like to keep mozzarella cheese sticks or cheese curds or something like that handy in the car if I'm going to be gone for several hours, so that if my toddler decides he's going to get hungry, I don't have to stop and buy some, junk food somewhere along the way. I can just give him this. So that's, you can always, yeah. But as an adult, I don't feel like I snack near as much as I used to. So I'm excited about that. So, and then more long-term results, you will spend less on health care. You won't be needing to run to the doctor all the time, and a lot of people have said how they've gotten off medicines since being on real foods. So you spend less there, and it's just exciting because your health issues start getting resolved, and you're like, you feel better. Your quality of life will be so much improved, and you really can't put a dollar sign on that. And this is one thing that I'm excited about. I want to be able to run with my grandkids. I want to be able to keep up with them, to not be dragged down all the time and weary and pushing myself to. I want to actually be able to run with them, and so that's more long-term results that I'm looking for, and I really think it's gonna be there. So yes, financially, you spend less on the empty calories. You spend more on the nutrient dense, but you'll be buying the fewer groceries. And another thing that I wanted to, something that we have talked about quite a bit, Lloyd and I, we have talked about, why don't we put our money for our food in the same category as medicine? Is truly, I believe God created food to be our medicine instead of buying medicine separately. Why don't we add those together? So like your healthcare costs and your food budget, put those together and look at how much money you suddenly have to buy food. And I can almost guarantee you, the more nutrient dense food you buy, the less you will have to spend on medicines. Anyway, that's just a thought. Yeah, if you have done that, or if you do that, tell me how it works out. Honestly, we don't have a budget for medicines. We don't. None of us are on medicines daily, so we don't have a budget for that. It's all basically food. We just really fill our bodies with nutrient dense food. I'm not saying that we don't ever get sick. We do, but for the most part, we are fairly healthy. So, anyway. Another thing I wanted to bring up is, consider this for a minute. Us Americans love to drive the nicest vehicles, the best vehicles. When we get a raise or have a little extra money, we just go and buy a better vehicle, right? Or we upgrade the house. Things I'd love to do. We all do. It's part of the society we live in, I believe, right now. Or we take a vacation, we stay long on vacation because we have a little extra money or whatever. But you know what, guys? Having the nicest vehicle and a Pinterest perfect house is not going to matter in the face of a health crisis. And health crisis happens bit by bit, little decision by little decision. And suddenly you have big issues that you need to take care of. And money can go really, really quickly in a health crisis. So, I guess what I'm bringing out, maybe we need to be thinking a little bit more about our bodies and what we are feeding it. And really, do our grandkids want a healthy grandma and grandpa, or do they want a beautiful house that they can come home to with a perfect yard and perfect landscape? All fine things. I mean, there's nothing wrong with any of that. But maybe we should rethink some of our buying choices, I guess, a little bit. Because I know, as a little girl, I would much prefer time with my grandparents and I wouldn't have cared what they lived in. It was more them that I wanted to spend time with, not their house or having a ride in their perfect vehicle Anyway, just something to think about. But on the other hand, another great thing that I want to bring out, it's also healthy eating starts bit by bit, one choice at a time, and soon you'll realize you have more overall energy and you'll be living the life to the fullest before long. So anyway, this has gotten a little bit more lengthy than I figured it would. So thanks for sticking with me and listening to me for a little bit longer than I had thought it would be. But just to summarize everything of what I was saying, so I said the grains and the government subsidies are a lot of the reason why it's more expensive. And then I went into why you would want to get it in your budget. And that was basically, you'll have more energy, you'll have better overall health, allergies disappear, feeling satisfied with less food, and just overall feeling good about life. Another thing I wanted to bring up, just you can feel good about knowing you're spending your dollars on people you actually know. Not some big corporations where you'll never meet the farmer and you'll never know how they actually produce your meat and your dairy. I think that's, I don't know, to me, I love supporting somebody that I know this helps their family. It helps them create the business that they wanted to. So, and I know lots of you people do that, and I really, really appreciate that. I really appreciate all the support we get here at Born Traeger Dairy. It means the world to us. Without you, we could not be doing what we love. So just want to thank you for that. So just know that you are helping to keep the small farms alive in rural America by supporting these local farmers. Really, we really appreciate that. Oh, and I wanted to add if you're interested in starting to follow a more healthy diet and you're looking for dairy or beef or pork or chicken, we'd love to help you out. We have an on-farm store here. We are open from 1 to 6 during the week, except for Wednesdays we're closed, and then Saturdays we're open from 10 to 4. You can jump on our website and get that information too. We have an online store on our website if you'd want to view our products, and you can order online at www.borntraegerdairy.com. So, and if you have any comments or any questions, or if you'd like anything else addressed on my videos, I'd love to hear about that. I love getting your questions and being able to answer them and just interacting with you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and you just have a wonderful day, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you.